Okay, guys, obviously, we went out there today and ran the heck out of the football. Montel, broke the school rushing record for 351 yards and tied broke the touchdown record of 7 TDs. And we tied for the most points scored in the history of Temple football. And all this, I guess, is some of the most stuff that's been done since the 70s. So I thought we went out there and made a statement out there. Our guys played really hard. I thought our team competed really hard. Obviously, that's the #1 rushing offense in America. That's no slouch rushing offense. They had their plays on us. At times we got a little banged up in the course of the game. We all saw, obviously Matt Brown got banged up and guys on defense, Shaheed Paul Hill, and that's the nature of playing this game. But I thought our kids played really hard, really physical, with great heart and great competition. We needed that game. We needed to play like that, and we did, and I'm real proud of our team. Go ahead.
Steve, what do you attribute to Montel's success today?
Well, obviously the offensive line blocked really well today. I thought we knocked them off the ball. I thought there was great holes in there. And then I thought he also, when there wasn't, he bowled his way and twisted his way and drove his way for those extra yards on those scores. And he just ran really hard. He's a little tentative early. And, then, of course, Matt came whipping out of there. Then Matt went down. And so Montel said, I'm ready to roll. I'm good, because I think he was a little tentative coming off his injury from a week ago. We obviously... it's been one of those years, man. One of those years with the injuries here. But what are you going to do? But our team bowed up and got it done. Jamie Gilmore went in. He popped off a great run.
Steve, of all the places you've been at, Indiana, Notre Dame, Florida, where does that rank up there?
It just was a great win. We needed this win for our team. What happens, guys, is this. And this is the under-known thing to me, I think, about making the jump that we made. We made the jump. We have a young team. We're reloading. But what goes unnoticed is you come off of a run of games that you're playing week in and week out, and you can lose your confidence a little bit. You get beaten down. You're tired, and that can wear on you. No one really understands that. That's why scheduling's everything. The Rutgers of the world and the Connecticut's of the world figured that out a long time ago. They got themselves those wins in there that they could count on and then battled out for the rest of them. So we're experiencing all of these things right now. So this win for us was a great win because it was a statement win. A statement that, we're still fighting, you know what I mean? And the team's got a lot of fight in them and physical and mashed them. And we needed to do that. And that needed to happen today. Get a little confidence. Go in that locker room. It was like, we've had some great emotional wins, and all of a sudden in the locker room, I'm like, are you kidding me? Let's go. Go enjoy the heck out of that win, and you get a little catatonic and not having a bye week in weeks on end right now for a young team. You have no idea what that means. Like I see, Connecticut's got a couple bye weeks they have right now. We could use one, honestly. That would be a great boost juice for us. We're not going to get it. So here we are. We're down the home stretch. We've got to play Syracuse. And, I told our team we're playing for a bowl game right now. We got to finish 5 and 6. We got to beat that team in Philadelphia at 11 a.m. We know how good a football team that is. Last thing I really want to say too is, this is a great feeling up here in West Point. This is a special place. I've been up here a few times, and it's just, these are the guys that are going to protect our country. This is the United States Military Academy, and this is a cool place to be. And I got a lot of respect for that team and what those kids do, and and how hard they have to work in school, and they're getting ready to play Navy, and we wish them the best. And it's just proud to be able to come up here and be able to play hard and physical against a team that's loaded with guys that know what it's all about, to have great character and toughness and resilience. And we had to come up here and have some of that. So it was special to do it here.
What about Juice's performance?
Well, I thought he managed the offense really well. He made some critical runs. We didn't give him a chance to throw the ball. He probably threw 3 or 4 passes, right? Mm-hmm. And but you know what? He needed that. He needed to come in here and just kind of went out there and handled stuff. He made that first third down pass in the first drive. That was probably pretty big in the big scheme of things, because we kept the chains moving and we scored on that. You could see what could have happened real easily if all of a sudden we didn't get that, and then they're in that score routine. And a young team like ours, you could lose your confidence, and before you know it, you're behind. That's how fragile it is. That's what's That's why I'm real happy about this one. That's what's most rewarding. I'm not delusional. It's not the season. It's one game. It's just one more step. It's a step, and now it puts us in position to try to rally up for next week. I hope we won't look like we're in a Revolutionary War next week. Bandaged up and all. We took a lot of hits. We took a lot of hits. A lot of guys right now got some real issues.
What stood out to you this week in practice that got you the starting job this week?
Well, I thought Juice tried to bring some real leadership to the team. So I said, to heck with it, I'm going to let him go, man. That's how I felt about it. You know, that's what I kind of said I was going to do. You know, and then if he was playing good, let him stay. If he was struggling, I was going to take him out, and Chris would have went. But he did a great job, and, you know, I'm in this thing now, to me, is I don't want to overreact one way or the other. You know what I mean? Just let it go here, and let's see how we do. Next week's another game, and see how it goes with Juice, and, you know, I'm happy for the kid.
Was it Matt's hamstring?
Yes. I don't know anything more about it than that, so I couldn't even comment if I wanted to.
Now, as far as Montel, I mean, this is a great performance. But last week he was carried off the field with a knee injury. I mean, have you ever seen anything like this? A guy bounced out?
You know, it's really important to him right now. Really important. I mean, he didn't practice all week. He really didn't practice. I mean, he just took a couple of very, very light work on Friday. So he was a little tentative when he came out. He was, and he knows it. You know, and you know, he's got to rest. I mean, we're banged up, guys. We're banged up. I mean, there's no two ways about it right now. You know, we got, but you know what? I think we're going to find a way to rally it up in a short week and just go. And you run the ball like we did here, your team's going to be banged up now. And like we're out there throwing 7-on-7. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, our offensive line's probably going to be pretty hurt right now.
I just have one concern. Is it your defense, the way they gave up those drives, or is it one of those things you're playing against the #1 rushing offense?
Probably a little of both. You know, once again, like we came out in the second half and we kind of gave it up quickly in bunches. That's what we've done. You think about that, you know, that Rutgers game, we're winning, we come out, you know, you think about Louisville. You know, we got to find a way to stop that, because that gives you the psychology and the momentum to go play the second half down to the wire, which I think, so like some people say, oh, you know, Temple got, you know, beat up or routed, or really, that's fine. That's why I said to you a long time ago, you know, it's 3 or 4 or 5 plays here and there, all of a sudden that's not the case, because that's really not the case. To me, as a coach, when you get really beat up, it's because you're getting beat up on both sides of the ball up front. You're getting mauled, you know what I mean? We've really not gotten mauled. We've just let up big plays on defense that makes the score appear that way. But that's not really what's going on between the white lines. That's why, like, why are you optimistic? Because I watched the film. We're a pretty physical football team, but we give up these big plays, and you know, we're trying to get that stopped. But a lot of it's got to do with some real inexperience. You know, so it came in the form of a wishbone today, and then it came in the form of Teddy Bridgewater in the second half against Louisville, and it came, you know, but it's the same kind of underlying situation here. We got to get more experience, and for us, defenses are got to be our bell cow, because our plan to win is great defense, run the football, play well on special teams, right? So when you don't do that, you're kind of like, whoa, what are we going to go? We're going to go chuck it around 100 times now? So you know, we're not that far away. We're not that far away. Now we're going into this week. What are the challenges? You know what they are. You got a first-round draft pick at quarterback, okay? He's a first-round draft pick. He's the best quarterback in our conference. Best. And he can throw the heck out of it. He doesn't throw... I've never seen a guy throw so few of inaccurate passes. They're all in the money. And they're anticipating guys coming out of breaks. They're already gone. He's a real thrower. It'll be a real challenge for our secondary and for our pass rush. We all know that.
Steve, a lot of Montel's runs, and obviously kind of went everywhere. A lot of them seem to come with Kyle and Whittingham.
Yeah. We wanted 2 combination double teams inside. That's what we wanted to do today. We wanted to get 2 double teams and try to fit it in there. And we were able to do that. For most, it was ridiculous. I mean, it's really incredible right here. You know, we had 565 yards of offense, 534 yards rushing. That's the most I think I've ever been around.
How big is it for those guys too? Because those, like, Whittingham and especially Kyle, they need to feel some confidence in what they're doing.
Sure they do. That's an offensive line that was, you know, all new starters in there, really, for the most part, except for Marty. They needed to feel that. You know, and I thought, you know, Ryan's here, he just walked in, he did a great job, you know. You know what he did today? He's just steadying the boat. You know, you don't worry about anything. Stop worrying about, you know, just, we can run the ball. Just run it and run it and run it and run it and run it. Sometimes I've been around a lot of guys, they get real jittery, and it's like, all of a sudden they want to do this, and everything else. Well, just call it again. Call it again, and call it again, and call it again. You know, and try to possess the clock and keep our defense off the football field. So I thought that, you know, Ryan did a phenomenal job of being steady in the boat, you know. Because I wasn't really, like today I was like a lunatic today, you know. So it's just the way it is, you know.
McManus breaks the school record. Can you just talk about his importance to the team and what he's done over his 4 years here?
Yeah, I mean, the kid's a heck of a football player, and he's made a lot of plays. I wish you could have picked a snap up on a punto at the end right there. You know what I mean? Look like he's looking at like maybe the scoreboard or something. But he's a great player. He's done a lot of great things. You know, he's just a great weapon. We're going to really miss him. You know, he's not undervalued because we all value him. Everyone does. You guys do. We do. I mean, there's no mysteries there. Kicking the ball out of the end zone and all that good stuff, right? It's all that good stuff. It means a lot. It means a lot. He's going to have a great future. He'll continue to play football. All right, guys. Thank you.